So welcome to a ridiculously early morning. It's a 4:15 at the moment, and I want to leave early, but not this early. About half an hour ago my youngest son woke up, and I got him back to sleep, and I thought, why not leave already? I mean, I'm awake, so I got my things together, got in the car, and now I'm driving towards the area of GLENCOE. It's about 50-minute drive, so I will arrive there before sunrise in this case. And it's a beautiful area, lots of opportunities. There's mountains, rivers, just has it all for anyone who likes photography. So the road there is pretty epic, so I might usually stop a couple of times, but it's so dark now that I can't see anything, so I'll probably drive straight towards it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So hopefully it won't be for nothing. It's pretty much an overcast day as it's looking. I can't see the clouds that good. It's so dark outside that I don't know if that's the case, but we're just gonna try. Wow, what a morning this is already. So I arrived at GLENCOE, or at least it's about 10 minutes from here. So like I said, it's so stunning that I had to stop somewhere on the way. So I stopped at a viewpoint a little bit down the road here, and there were a couple of deer, a male, a female, and two young ones walking around there, and they were very easy and calm, and I could sit on eye height about 20 meters from them, and I just shot some beautiful images of them in their own landscape with the mountains in the background. So I really hope these worked out. It was still pretty dark, so sorry, there's a truck running by, but I had to shoot them at ISO 800. Later on I reduced it to 400, but I think they were really sharp. I used the 300mm I borrowed from Olympus at first, but I could come closer to them as long as the time passed. So eventually I used the 40 to 150, and I could get really close. So we're really happy with those shots. turned around after I shot the deer. I took a large panorama of the mountains in the back here, so I will show you in a minute. And then I thought I'm gonna drive to GLENCOE to my first idea. But then I just drove by this viewpoint here, and I hope you can see it in the background because there's light rays coming down everywhere over these distant mountains. And I just shot I think it's a 15-shot panorama of the mountains with those light rays coming down. So yeah, I really hope that worked. I shot it with the 300mm as well. So yeah, it's at f16 and ISO 200. So I manual focused it, and yeah, I just found a point, the most interesting point, and then I set the exposure to the brightest part of the image, and just so the highlights aren't clipping. And then I just took it from left to right. I took 3, and I hope at least one of them is going to be a good image. So yeah, let's see how that turned out. So I drove a little bit further up the road. I'm now parked in the road that's leading to GLENCOE, and right on, if I drive a little bit further that side, I'll eventually get into the city of GLENCOE. But yeah, I think this is one of the most iconic places as a landscape photographer maybe in the world. Just look at this business behind me. It's just absolutely amazing, and I'm actually in this riverbed here. And I'm gonna look for this nice streams and waterfalls, and I've got the ultra wide angle lens out. It's a 7 to 14mm, and yeah, I'm gonna shoot this mountain. So I'm gonna look around here, search for some nice waterfalls, and I'll show you when I get something. I'm just looking around me, just look at where I'm sitting. If I look in this direction, beautiful mountains. So I'm not so lucky with the light, but I do like how this small cloud is halfway on the top, and there's some layering in the sky. So I just have to deal with it. It kind of suits the landscape also. If we've got some clear blue skies, it won't be as nice here also. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot it, and let's hope this thing works. So I found a nice composition here. It's just a little waterfall here. But if you get very close to it with this ultra wide angle and look at this front, it's just like a globe. So you just get an amazing foreground. And there's just this little trick that I learned from watching YouTube myself. If you have an ultra wide angle like this and you position the mountain in the top or the bottom of the frame, you can stretch it. And yeah, let me show you what I mean. So this is how the mountain normally looks if you put it in the center of the frame. But if you move the camera down and put the mountain on the top of the frame, you can see here that the mountain just stretches and it gets a lot more dramatic. It gets a lot bigger, and it's just a little trick to, that benefits this ultra wide angle. And I learned it from watching YouTube, so hopefully you can use it somewhere too in the future. So I found another interesting composition here. Let me show you on the camera what I'm looking at. So this is the composition. You see this little waterfall or rapids in the foreground and this beautiful mountain in the background. So yeah, I'm actually shooting it with a live ND filter. That's a feature only on Olympus camera. Has no other camera brand, as far as I know, has this. So I can, in combination with the, I have to watch out that I don't put my shoe in the frame, because this lens is so wide, it can easily happen. So I'm actually using the live ND filter and the full image stabilization, and it's just with this camera it just works perfectly. You just you can do these kind of stuff with an Olympus camera. So I'm just using it in my advantage, trying to get as low as possible here to take this shot. So once again I positioned myself in the most impossible spot I could find. I actually have to be careful not to drop in the water here, but I just found this beautiful scene here, with some beautiful shaped rocks with colors on them in the foreground, and beautiful mountains in the background that every now and then a little bit of light catches those mountains. And I'm actually using the polarizer right now. I will show you what the polarizer does to this scene. So I can't frame it up in one frame, but you will get it. But this is actually what the water looks like if you take a normal picture. But if you turn the polarizer around, you can see that all those reflections disappear. You can even see all the rocks on the bottom. So that's yeah, a really nice thing. So I'm gonna shoot this now, and yeah, just walk around. Hopefully I can find some other things. The mountain I was just shooting just disappeared into the clouds, so it's not as interesting anymore. So that's why I'm looking at the other direction now. So let's take this. Found another nice shot here, which yeah, benefits the polarizer very much. Yeah, I'm gonna try to show you, so let me turn you around. So I just like the shape of these rocks in the foreground leading your eye towards those mountains, and those shapes also are underneath the water surface. So this is actually what I'm trying to shoot. I have to be a little bit careful because I positioned myself a little bit more to the right, and as you can see when I'm going down, this front rock here, I'll try to show you, is hitting the horizon. So I have to put it up a little bit, so I want these rocks in the foreground here to be separated from its background. I think this is a beautiful scene, so I'm just going to try some angles here using the polarizer so you can see all those rocks on the bottom. Yeah, amazing. I'm just so lucky to be sitting here. So and there's actually nobody here. I haven't seen anyone. So that's why I like sunrise shoots. There's always no one around. So. And it's a Wednesday, so it's the middle of the week, so probably people spend most time here on the weekends. So yeah, happy. just the sea next to the road, but beautiful S-curved river that I was just sitting in to shoot all those wide angles. And now I can see it from above here. It's just leading towards those mountains. Beautiful mountain here on this side. Oh, where is it? Here. So this is the one I was just shooting from the river a lot. So yeah, you can keep shooting all day here. So amazing. So I walked just a little bit further down this trail I was on, and just look at this behind me. This is just absolutely gorgeous. You've got an S-curved river, an S-curved wall, an S-curved road, mountain with light on it, mountains pointing in that direction, mountains pointing in that direction. So composition wise, this can't be any better than it already did. So I think this is one of the best pictures so far, I hope. So, So I think this was the last image of my Scotland trip. Tomorrow we are leaving to Edinburgh, and I'm not that much of a city photographer. It has to be nature for me, and that's the thing that interests me. So I hope you enjoyed our vacation and the videos I made of it. I think I've got a lot of content, so the next couple of weeks, of the past couple of weeks, you've been watching Scotland. So from next week we will probably be back in the Netherlands. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching the channel again, and I want to thank Olympus for lending me the 300mm f4. So it really was a pleasure to use it, and I used it multiple times, so thanks a lot. So if you liked the video, please push the thumbs up button, and if you didn't already, please push the subscribe button underneath this video and the little notification bell. If you push it, select all, you will get a free notification when I release my next video. So thanks for watching, see you back in the Netherlands, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.